on to do a reading for the collective. It is just going to be a general energy check-in, so it may or may not resonate with you. Just take what resonates and leave what does not. Don't make something fit your situation. If it doesn't fit or does not make sense for you, okay, I'm just going to shuffle, and then I'll pull the energy around the reading and pull the reading, okay? Okay. So, okay. Okay, abundance. I feel like this. Okay. So, with envy on the bottom, there is either, and the same as everybody with both different challenges, okay? So there could be like something around, you could be really abundant, and there could be like people are jealous of that, or there's like some sort of evil eye on some sort of abundance that you have. People may fear you being really prosperous, or being able to pull in some sort of like higher position, because there's a lot of confidence showing up in these cards. Being empowered with the red and yellow, I feel like those are really like royal colors when put together. But I don't mean royalty, I just mean being in a place of being empowered, especially with confidence, being in the, coming out with this sacral chakra, being together. So being confident in your stability. You may be coming into a really stable spot within like a position that you're coming into in life, which could be the abundance that's coming in for you. So it could be like people, there could be like people around you that are jealous, or doesn't even have to be jealousy. It's just like maybe not wanting to see you in that position, or maybe it's just people didn't think you could reach that position in some way. So yeah, it's like judgment. It's like people had a perceived perspective around you. It's like maybe thinking you couldn't do certain things, or you would never be a certain, like a different way than people had like a perceived idea around when it came to the way they looked at you. But it was based off of like, judgments are not based off of facts. They're based off of like ideas that people make up in their heads and then claim them to be facts. Like, it's like being like, did you know that so-and-so doesn't have any money? But maybe the fact is that person has like lots of money. They just like don't spend it or something. And so people are like, oh, they don't have any money. But that's just something that you make up. That's a judgment. It's not based off any truth. So it's something that people commonly do, but it's based largely out of fear of like what the truth could be, but it's not based in any reality. It's just gossip. It's rumors. It's like a waste of time, because it's not based off of anything but, I mean, it's inaccurate. It's just inaccurate, like gossip. It's not anything. I mean, that's just all it is. So there could be a lot of that going on around you, and it's like people have this fear of what the truth actually is, which is that you are really abundant, and you could be like in a position of power. You are in a position of power, or you've been in a position of power, and that's why you are abundant. Okay, so I feel like that's the energy around the reading. All these cards stick together so bad. So there's something about investing. Somebody feels like they invested negatively in a situation. They feel like there's something that somebody feels really inspired to go towards. They maybe didn't go towards it because they felt like they were going to have to put too much or give too much to a situation. Like maybe like it was going to be like a charity, or it was going to be like a charity situation to give into something. But they see that you have like a lot coming in for you when it comes to like either money or just things in general. But there was like this idea that you were in this like lack, or this lack mind state. So there's like seeing your growth, and it's like now wanting to come in towards you, or come in towards your situation, there is even being like stuck in their head. I feel like you're leaving things like, you feel like you're leaving most things out right now. I feel like you're heavily focused on yourself, what you're working on, growing things around whatever you're working on. There is this like disinterest in communicating, with, investing in maybe situations when it comes to like connections or relationships outside of maybe work. Because I feel like you've been in those and they've put you into a lot of anxiety, or you've ended up in a lot of anxiety, maybe ended up investing in situations where you've actually been like overwhelmed with being worried. And so there was like the stability you found by focusing on independence and bringing independence in towards you. And it may have been like this was something like at a younger age you started to develop and grew into like structure around, and found that it was something that really worked for you. So it's maybe like, even though you care for people or you have care for people that you connect to on like a friendly basis, it's not like you are discarding those that you have like empathy or an understanding for. It's just that there's like this certain level of investing in yourself that you're doing because it is what brings you into like your own space of being able to give to yourself, and even those that you may take care of as far as like your close friends or like your friends or family. It's just like maybe being more independent is what feeds into you and your life choices. Okay. So, yeah, with justice, I feel like it brings in a balance for you to be able to release, situations maybe that you felt, to be able to release situations that you felt like there was maybe when you were bound or tied to situations, it was more like it ended up being more like a karmic cycle that you couldn't break out of. But by releasing the people that you were in these ties with, it actually freed both you and them to go through different transformations where there was a lot more inspiration that came in. And there could have even been children that were in these situations that brought in, and by letting go of these ties that were connecting you to this person or to these people that you had prior relationships with, it could have allowed new opportunities to come in for even the like children involved, or if it was just one child. I feel like this release opened up an abundant amount of growth for the people involved to find their new paths, as far as everyone going into like an independent kind of like walk of freedom, where they were able to get to know themselves in one way or another by finding balance when it came to releasing the karmic ties around personal relationships and going through transformations to come into their own freedom and what that may look like in any type of relationships that anybody's forming moving forward. Okay.